You just fell off that!
Oh, I didn't do a stealth thing. I forgot to do a stealth thing, and he just chokes him out with the chain. It's pretty messed up.
Almost like he's some sort of evil version of the Prince.
Transformers 3.
Wow.
Okay, no, that
was kind of awful.
Doubly bad, the worst chain in the world, because that is just rock still. Didn't even move.
Yep. I was trying to think, like, what is this?
That's like when you're a kid and you find a really good tree.
Oh, that's amazing.
I knew you'd like that.
Blast of sorrow. Do the blast of sorrow.
You see what I mean about this game being weird? Where it's like Sands of Time but a bit edged up.
This is going to sound...
Trying to find like a mid-ground.
This is going to sound really, really cynical.
What is this? Your sash is glitching out. It is clipping through things.
Yeah.
To wear a sash.
Yeah, no, that looks like it's broken.
Look out for the table, Brett.
No, this is going to sound cynical, but what game is this supposed to be? Because you know, like the last one was supposed to be like the grim and hardcore.
It's both.
Kind of God of War-y.
This is Sonic the Werewolf.
It's literally both. It's trying to be both because neither of them sold well.
Well, no, is it trying to copy an established game that did do well?
God of War.
Oh yeah, he's got the long, stretchy...
I mean, I get that much. For some reason, I thought that would apply more to the previous game.
Nope.
Even though you and Matt said that it couldn't.
Nope, it wasn't out.
Yeah.
No, they kind of made that part of this game's shtick of... Well, the Dark Prince is a bit like the one in Warrior Within. And the regular Prince is...
And also Kratos!
From Sands... And also Kratos. And the other one is like the Sands of Time. Because it is like the Sands of Time in a lot of ways. If we could hear the dialogue, that you'd get a Sands of Time vibe from it. But it's also kind of edgy. What do, where go, etc.
What is that sash doing? Oh, what is that frame rate doing?
Oh, I know there's something I need to do, and the enemies are just going to keep coming when they don't stop coming. To the ground.
Get out!
Oh, done. Oh, there we go. Figured it out.
Oh, I don't think I mentioned this on video, but on the Buster Kids Club the other week, there was a bunch of kids all singing the All-Star theme in complete monotone. Hey, now.
Is that like what we did?
That
yeah, we did that, yeah.
Exactly like that.
Except every note is C. I believe was the mimetic humour.
Hey guys, I hope you like chariots.
I enjoyed the beginning of Prince of Egypt.
You might have said that 10 seconds too early. Because now we got to awkwardly waddle over to the chariot.
Gotta wait for all the tech to load in.
Are you sure you can...
I should go find Prince of Egypt and watch it. I think I've only got it on video.
Oh, stock horse noise!
I seem to remember these sections being hard.
First person!
Oh, look at that. Who's that?
Who is that?
Who is that?
Is that Farah?
No.
Oh, who is it then?
It's Farah.
And we just leave her there.
It might be Farah.
Oh, so is that a...
I mean,
maybe it isn't.
Presumably, if we could hear what she just said, she'd be like, "Oh,
she didn't say anything. That was Kylina. That's a weird thing, right? This is supposed.
Whoa!
I'm pretty sure that the prince starts narrating this at some point, but right for the first bit of the game, it's Kylina. It's not giving me any control.
Is now time enough to do the Star Trek 5 music? He's keeping pace!
Yeah, I was going to go for more Italian job, you know? Or it's the Self-Preservation Society.
That's a good one.
Slow-mo chariots.
Is that sung by the cast?
Yes.
Because it sounds like it.
Yes.
Nice.
It's called... I think it's called Get a Bloody Move On.
Nice.
But everyone just calls it the Self-Preservation Society because those are the words.
Yeah.
No, this reminds me of.
And then it's just Cockney rhyming slang.
Is it the Dukes of Hazzard? About that
Those
time.
Duke boys.
That prince better learn to fly.
We'll get some wings.
Well, about that time,
reminds
Prince
me a
realized
lot
he was in a whole heap of trouble.
Reminds me a lot of Crash Bandicoot. Those like polar bear sections.
Moving on, you please.
Oh no, you didn't play Crash. Or the tiger section.
I remember the tiger sections from 3.
Yeah, yeah. So it reminds me of that. Hey, into we Babylon.
I like the wheel.
Little
That is
wheel
a nice
just
touch.
going
Yeah.
there.
Oh, hello, Bloom.
As I go to grab a drink during this cutscene.
Oh no, the cutscene is suddenly over.
Oh no,
It's longer now.
the cutscene have started to move.
But the prince did not notice this. So focused.
Oh, why can't we do that? He's did like a handspring.
Cutscene moves just in time,
Amazing.
but not really.
No, you didn't go click
that's it.
yet.
Because that's the thing
No,
I was going to
you're
say a little while ago. Is what is the best, worst film to have in Breakfast at Tiffany's? Because you know the song's all like, "Hey, we saw that film," and they're like, "Okay, yeah, let's not break up because we both kind of liked the film."
Human Centipede.
We both threw up.
Was that really messed up foreign one?
Oh, the one Wally likes.
10 years of
Is that how you thank the man who just...
No, you
So-
lost me.
Sodom.
Nope.
Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking about it because it makes me sound really bad as a person.
Because
It's-
the closest
it's a
I can
foreign,
think is 12 Years a Slave, and I
No,
don't think
it's
that.
it's like 10 years of something, and it's legitimately just there's no story. It's just horrible things happening.
Mum bought me some.
I've not seen it. I should state. I've just heard about it.
Mum bought me something off Amazon because it was £1. It's a Bela Lugosi movie called Invisible Ghost.
Oh no, it's called. Sorry, go on.
There
I
are
don't know
2
what it's
lies in the title of that movie.
called. I think the film I'm thinking of is called Salo. Someone look it up.
I'm not looking that up.
Look it up.
No.
It'll be safe. I promise you. It's black and white. It's hard to see anything.
It's more that I don't want it on my search history.
Yeah.
Article 13. Come on.
It's
What?
not
They'll come
porn.
get
It's
you.
just a horrible film. Is what I've heard. Anyway, let's swiftly move off that topic.
One of the best bad movies I've ever seen is either Hobgoblins or The Incredibly Strange Creatures That Stopped Living and Became Mixed Up Zombies. They are both dreadful movies, but I love them.
Speaking of the horrible strange creatures dead and mixed up zombies,
Yes.
I think it was Teenage Zombie starred Adam West.
Go ahead, hold your death.
Yes. I know the movie you mean.
The other day, I ended up watching that animated old Batman cartoon.
Oh,
Good link.
everyone loves.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It even takes the time to have a dig at Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, you mean the new one?
Yeah, the
Oh,
animated one.
I can't tell which direction.
With,
There is a
it's actually Julie Newmar and Adam West and Adam Wee.
Yeah, there is a really good bit in that when Batman gets hit on the head while looking at Catwoman, and you know the cartoon seeing double.
There's
He sees triple.
there's a duplicating ray. I thought that's what it was.
Oh, I was
And one of them's Eartha Kitt.
Yeah, there's
and
Eartha
one
Kitt,
of
Lee
them's-
Merriweather, and yeah, I'm like,
I was like, all right.
that's great.
Eartha Kitt.
My bit for that is because they spent the whole of the '60s one flirting. Did Catwoman and Batman, and
Oh,
so
one
they're
of them
doing
did,
that a
at
lot in this one. That's the thing where she's like, "Oh, Batman, I'll give up crime, but only if you give up crime fighting, and we move away to Europe and go sit in a cafe." Just have Robin yell, "Wholly unsatisfying ending, Batman!"
You see, that's a wordplay in and of itself. I like
It
that.
is. Yeah.
I'm done with that. Here is a question that I have. So you know how, as of right now, Wonder Woman
Yes.
is like the Dawn of Justice and Wonder Woman, oddly, version. Why is it 60s TV Linda Carter who's on all the merchandise? At least where I work.
Cause branding, yes. It's like I think if cartoon Superman is on stuff, I don't think it's Not Jim Caviezel. What's his name?
Henry
Dean
Cavill.
Cain.
Henry Cavill. The new one, you know.
Just sandbag mine, that's alright.
Was he the one from The Adventures of Lois and Clark?
Yeah!
That's the Superman I grew up with.
Dean Cain.
And Terry Hatcher was the Lois Lane. Which made it really strange to watch Tomorrow Never Dies.
Yeah, they got double kill.
The only one of those I really remember is the one where they introduced Metallo, which is where some guy...
Yeah, it's Robot Superman.
Some guy was just... Oh, maybe I'm not thinking of Metallo then. Some guy was kidnapped and basically cut his head off and put it on a robot. And this guy finds his girlfriend and he's like, no, it's fine.
Alright.
I'm a robot now, but it's fine.
Because the one I remember he had to have a boxing match against a robot. And he punches it in the face and it doesn't care. And then it punches him and he's like, oh, that actually kind of hurts.
100 cents!
And he gets knocked out of the arena and this little old lady's like, Superman, keep your left hand up. And he's like, thanks, old lady. And then he wins the boxing match. What a show.
Then
there was that laser that transfers people's powers somehow.
The one I'm thinking of, it ended with Superman hovering 2 feet off the ground and using his heat vision to melt this robot's legs. Because the robot couldn't jump.
Yeah, no, I remember that.
And Superman's like, nope.
I remember one where they nearly killed him by putting him in a dark room and poking him with sticks or something. Because he has to recharge with sunlight and there was no sun. And so he's like, aha! Now you're in the dark and you're helpless. And he's like, no, the dark. Oh, dear.
What, Superman?
Yeah, he's recharged by sunlight.
Yeah.
That's like that stupid thing in Harvey Birdman.
Yeah, but it's true.
I don't know if
that's where his powers come from the yellow sun.
Yeah, I don't know if they retcon that to, like, no, he's just great at everything.
No, it's still that.
Amazing.
Have you ever heard of All-Star Superman?
Yes.
Because in that...
it's a dog!
He flies too close to the sun and the sun flares and it overdoses him on the sun. So it's like, okay, you've had too much sun and now you're going to die in like a month. So he has to spend a month solving all the problems. And he does. And fine, I guess.
There is one of the Flash comics where they basically do something like that, and it's I think it's the future version of Wally West, where Keystone City, nothing bad happens.
Huh.
There's just this red laser that's just Wally West solving everyone's problem. So like you're about to have a car crash, blip, no you're not. You know, you're about to stub your toe, blip, no you're not. Because that's the Flash's ultimate.
Why did you do that?
Because I thought that thing that he run across was a stabby thing.
I thought that.
And then I kind of panicked and
I thought it.
hit buttons. It's fine.
That's better fire than Game of Thrones had.
It is, isn't it? It's still kind of just painted on, but it's
Yeah.
it's better than Game of Thrones.
You do have a bit of fire hand going.
So glad we're not doing that
So
anymore.
glad we're done with it.
So glad. I've not taken that back to Mysterious Games.
To the volcano, yeah. To Mount Doom.
If that is so, can I send it to my sister for archery practice? I'm gonna send a Crazy Frog.
Get that Ugly Martians game and send that.
If she pays me a pittance, maybe. They're trying to do something iconic. It's not really working.
You're the history linguist, man. Define pittance. Like I know of it as not a lot of money.
Basically, that's all I know it as.
But like, is it
not natural.
does it come from something?
I will find out.
Okay.
You may have noticed these things drain your sound, which is a problem. Because I now have no sound.
Yeah, I have eternal darkness on the brain, so I was thinking drain your sanity.
Because like this is...
Yeah.
My dad is...
Game will delete the save. I'm gonna die.
My dad's been a teacher / in teaching for a long time, and he likes to explain... he likes to explain the source of things, but I don't know how much of it is just, apocryphal tales.
Yeah, like there's a lot of kind of false etymology and stuff. And
that's a fancy game.
There's a lot of English
like
words where they'll be really complicated etymologies. I'm like, I don't know. I kind of think that might come from Welsh. It's like jackdaws. Because, it's like, oh, well, jack means this, and door, blah, blah, blah. And then you see in Welsh it's jackadaw, which is a thing that sits on your roof and goes jack.
Fair enough.
And it's like, yeah, that's descriptive. That's what it is. And you know, the sound they make is like jack, 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 jack. So yeah, so that sounds about right. But yeah, no, not to listen to the etymologies. Right, pittance.
Pittance.
From Old French, from Middle Latin, from Latin. Pietas, pity.
Oh.
Ah.
So it is it is a small charitable gift,
So like what you would throw in the guy's cap as he's sitting on the street.
basically.
I take pity on you. Here's a pittance.
Something I noticed with...
Oh,
come on!
I'm going the wrong way. I don't know where to go. Left?
Is it left?
Oh, it's left.
Left. Something I noticed and I really liked with Forgotten Sands, and I don't know if it does it in this game, if you tap the rewind button, it puts you to a safe spot. Like, it doesn't rewind as long as you hold down the button.
Yeah, I'm sure that's not been in any of these games.
That is not in these games.
Definitely not in Sands of Time.
No, like, if you just tap it, it will... Nope, now you're on the ledge, get ready to make that jump again.
Yeah, in all these, if you tap it, you go back half a second.
If you tap it, you slow down.
Oh, yeah, I thought it was...
Just get a skateboard and
I thought it
shred
was,
down that pipe, whatever it is. Hold up.
Oh, I miss Tony Hawk.
I thought it was Y to... Wait, no, Y is to stab someone and freeze them. Yeah.
In the
Yeah, in Sands of Time it is.
in the little pool at the top, is there a health upgrade station? Upgrade station, like it's the future. The future!
Health upgrade station.
I played
Have a look.
played a bit of XCOM The Bureau lately. It's
Bureau de Change.
upgrade station, or is that just a fountain?
Where?
Just a fountain
Behind you. That.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Oh, it was one of the out of place bits in the day to day, but occasionally I'll remember the Bureau de Change soap opera.
Oh, I didn't actually look at... Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
I'm running this Bureau de Change now, and things are going to be very different round here.
I don't remember that. Can you give context?
In the day-to-day, it's like, and coming up next on BBC Two is the new soap opera Bureau, and it's about a bureau de change, and it's just very like 90s EastEnders, but it's a bureau de change.
Oh.
A Finnish friend of mine has recently started watching The Day-to-Day in Brass Eye.
Nice.
He wants to know, how on earth did people not get it?
Yeah.
This is one cake tablet. It is literally this big.
It's like knowing me knowing you as well. People thought
Well,
that was
like I
legit,
assume like the politician would be like,
torture.
okay, I assume they break it up.
Like, cake is a made-up drug.
Yeah.
One guy threw up his whole pelvis.
Cake. Wasn't it massive as well?
It was the size of a cake.
Yeah, but you know, it's like, you know, your brain can do little gymnastics to account for that. Like I think I was like 10, and someone was like, "Oh, go to the caretaker and ask for some elbow grease." And I'm like, "All right, I assume that must be a brand name." Because I was aware of use some elbow grease for clean someone. So it's like, no, that sounds like a brand name. If you had a cleaning product, if you called it elbow grease.
Yeah,
that sounds about right. You know, that's it's a play on the old turf. So I went to the caretaker and was like, "So looking for some elbow grease." And he's like, "Ha ha ha! Someone fooled you!" And I'm like, "Do you mean it's not a brand name?"
When my dad was an engineer, that was what they used to do to the new guys.
Yeah,
go to the supply store and ask for a long stand or a big weight.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was it blue sparks for the angle grinder?
Excuse me. That's the go to bed alarm.
Sky hooks.
That's the everything's okay alarm.
Goes off at 9 o'clock every day.
Or one that my granddad used to do because he was also in the same train works. For a bit of context, literally half our town used to be a train building facility. And what Gramps would used to do is he'd get the new guys and he'd say, go down to the stores and ask them what time it is, because my clock's wrong. The stores is the other end of town. It's a 6-mile walk. So you walk there and back, and he goes, oh, he says it's 2:30. Can't be, because my clock says it's 4. Go back and check again. And that was your first day in the crew works. Was my Gramps setting you up and down as many times as he could. Until you twigged. We need to haze people more. This is fun.
Isn't hazing fun?
That was,
Irritating little
see,
teacher.
when I was in primary school, here,
I was in Burma.
Gain the rooftops.
like, they told us a story which was basically that. Like, there's a guy who, he loves clocks, and he's got like a 5-story house, and he has a clock in every room on every floor of his house. And so he goes, one day he's like, you know what, I've never actually checked the time on my clocks. So he's going to check them. And so he checks the one downstairs, and it says 3 o'clock. So, alright, so I'll go into the next room, and it says 3:05, and he's like, oh, that's not right. So he puts it back 5 minutes. He goes up a floor, and this one says 3:06, and he's like, oh, this one's wrong too. So he puts that back to 3, goes through the whole thing, and then he goes downstairs, and now this time's wrong as well. So he's doing this for a day, and he's like, oh, this is terrible. I'm going to have to phone the clockmaker. So he gets the clockmaker round, and the clockmaker's like, alright, let's have a look at your problem here. And so he takes him through the whole house saying, look, they all show different times. I can't get them to show the same time. They must be running at different speeds. But he's been there with his pocket watch, and it's, oh, wouldn't you know it, his time's been going forward while he's been fixing the clocks. And so he sells him a pocket watch. And so now he is able to not worry about the time. Because it's
a thing
always...
you put on the wall, or
wear it on your wrist.
That's not as funny as the Maltesers joke, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
It's not a joke. It's a story that they told us in an assembly as some kind of moral lesson.
Yeah.
The light on the walls